Today I am sharing my skincare routine with you at 41 years old. As you can tell, I have been through something given my buzz cut here, and it's that I finished chemotherapy for breast cancer about 8 or 9 weeks ago. I was diagnosed with breast cancer last December, and since then I have been through a bunch of surgeries and 16 grueling rounds of chemotherapy. And I'm just finishing up my radiation right now. I am feeling a lot more energetic and ready to jump back into these skincare routine videos. So my face still has a little bit of, I still have a bit of a steroid face. And you know, it's not perfect. I do have some water retention underneath my eyes, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good at this point in time and ready to share with you my skincare routine that I have been using throughout my 41st year of my life. My name is Lauren O'Connell and I'm the beauty editor at Cosmopolitan Middle East magazine. I'm a mom of 2 teenagers. I live in Dubai with my family and I'm originally from Milford, Connecticut, USA. I've had a hell of a year. And one thing that I did manage to do this year was to keep my skin looking as, and not only looking, but really feeling as healthy and beautiful and youthful and clear and all the good stuff as much as possible. So I'm going to share with you the products I use, and ironically, the products that I use for my morning skincare routine, I did not change them at all during my cancer journey. So everything's the same. I was using it pre-cancer before I even knew I had breast cancer, and they're just great products with really great ingredients. I'm all about the ingredients, and I really scrutinize the ingredients labels to find out what's going to work best for me. And these are the products that I have just been using, loving, and really thriving with. So every morning I wash my face with a water-based cleanser. I only double cleanse at night, and the cleanser that I use is by The Ordinary. This is the Squalane Cleanser. What's so great about this cleanser is that it's a cream-based cleanser. I have very dry skin, but the squalane in it is something that I feel every woman should use in her life once she hits the age of 25. And that's because our bodies naturally produce something called squalene. And as we get older, little kids, teenagers, my teenage daughter, tons of squalene. And they just have very beautiful, hydrated, plump skin. When we hit around 25 years old, that natural moisturizing factor in our skin, the squalene, our bodies just start to produce less of it. So as that happens, we start to notice just little signs of aging on our skin. But what we can do is topically apply squalane to our skin, and it's going to help to make up for what is lacking. So squalane it's a more stable version of squalene. Squalene on its own doesn't do very well, but squalane does. And squalane, it usually comes from plant sources. Just double check where the source of it is coming from. But once you apply it to your skin, it's gonna sink in and just give you that wonderful plump and that glow to your skin. It's a very, very hydrating oil. So this cleanser is a squalane cleanser, and I put it on my skin every morning, and it just really just gives my skin a nice fresh cleanse, takes away a lot of the skincare, the impurities from over the night, and it just gives me a great start to my day. Honestly, I actually usually wash my face before I even brush my teeth. Washing my face and getting my skincare on is just paramount. So after I wash my face, I then go in with this. This is by Sunday Riley, and this is the CEO Glow Serum. I love this serum. It is a cream-based serum. I started using this when I was going through chemotherapy. At first, I was using the CEO oil, and I was using that almost as a serum. I put that on my skin first, but my skin started to actually break out a lot from the steroids. So I thought to myself, why don't I move to this cream-based cleanser and see what happens? And when I did, I just felt like the breakouts weren't as intense. Now, this serum, I just rub this on my hands and I apply it to my skin, and I try to remember to always go in an upward motion. And this contains an ingredient called tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, which honestly is the best, in my opinion, vitamin C derivative out there. It is very small and it sinks very deeply into skin, which is great because we're going to get a better effect. And once it sinks into skin, it converts to ascorbic acid, which is pure vitamin C. That's going to help to reduce pigmentation. It's going to keep skin bright and glowing. It's going to smooth out fine lines and wrinkles, and it just gives skin this youthful, incredible radiance. Now, with my skin, when I was going through chemo, one of the side effects, there were so many side effects, but one of the side effects was my doctor said to me, you are going to get hyperpigmentation on your face. You're going to see some coming out. Now, I've done a lot of lasers in the past, and I've also done injectables. I haven't done anything since I was diagnosed, but I did notice a couple areas. I don't know if you can see this one. I am a little bit picky, but this one came out and a few others, but really this serum helped to just keep them at bay. And what happened to my skin the effects I felt on my skin weren't as severe as what happens to others, and I know it was because I've been using this serum. Now, you certainly don't need to be going through breast cancer to be using this serum, and this is something I would use without breast cancer. It's just a wonderful serum, and I personally think that everyone over the age of 40 should be using a vitamin C serum or some type of serum with similar properties to just really keep skin just very hydrated, glowing, and to keep the fine lines, the wrinkles minimized, and really to keep those sunspots, the hyperpigmentation minimized. So for me, it's been just such a blessing. It's been such a blessing. So the next product is the Drunk Elephant Ceramide AF Eye Balm. I love this eye balm because it contains ceramides. And ceramides are part of our stratum corneum. That's the outermost layer of the skin. And of course, as we get older, if you have very dry skin like me, oops, hopefully you'll keep filming. As you get older, if you have very dry skin like me, you might lose some of the ceramides in your skin, and this is a way for us to topically replace them. Now, the ceramides are going to help keep our skin moisturized, and we definitely want the under eye area moisturized and elastic. So I just tap these into my under eyes like this. And the cream is nice and thick. It's wonderful if you tend to get sort of that crepey look in your under eye area. This cream is going to help to just keep that skin so incredibly moisturized that your makeup won't settle into all those little fine lines. You're not gonna feel like that under eye area is looking really dried out. It's not gonna be aging you, and it just sinks into the skin like a dream. So I just love this eye cream. I think it is a wonderful eye cream for anybody with under eye issues. And for me, I mean, you can see I do have a little bit right here. You can see that water, that's kind of that water retention. But you can just also see the health of my under eye area, how good it looks. And considering what's been pumped into my body this year, I think it's done a pretty good job for me. The next product is also by Drunk Elephant. This is the Bora Barrier Repair Cream. Now, I have incredibly dry skin. My skin is so dry. And I knew when I was going through chemotherapy, I was told by my oncologist that my skin would dry out even more. So I just coincidentally happened to get my hands on this product because it had just been released. And this is a very thick cream that if you're going through menopause, if you're perimenopausal, if you're having any sort of skin issues, if your skin gets really dry in the winter time, you want to get this baby in your skincare arsenal. Now, this contains a lot of lipids, which are just some nice fats. They're going to be very nourishing for the skin. It contains emollients, hydrators, occlusive moisturizers, and this is just going to give the barrier of your skin a gigantic moisturizing drink. Your skin is going to feel soft all day long. and is just going to be incredibly nourished. None of the products that I'm showing you contain fragrances or pro-drying alcohols. I don't use any of those in my skincare products. I only use products with really great ingredients, the best ingredients that I can find, and this certainly is one of them. Now, this is a thick cream. It's great at night, but also it's great during the day, and my makeup layers over it very, very nicely. My skin just feels so good right now, and I don't have any I'm in a room, I'm in my office, and I don't even have any lights on, and I have my curtains over my windows, so you know, there's no filters or anything strange on this video. It's literally just me with my very old iPhone. But this cream, oh, it's just heaven on my skin. And I mean, my skin just, you know, it just feels incredibly plumped up, hydrated, soft. It feels wonderful. So I highly recommend picking this up. I use it both morning and night. Now, the last part of my skincare routine is arguably the most important, and that, of course, is the SPF. I live by this product. This is the Supergoop Play sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum sunscreen, meaning it counteracts both the UVA and UVB rays. The easy way to remember that is UVA, A for aging, UVB, B for burning. So when you're sitting in your house, if you're near any windows, the aging rays can still penetrate through the window. They can penetrate through glass. So you need to make sure you're always using your sunscreen even when you're indoors. And this is SPF 50. And not only is this a great sunscreen, but this works as a skincare product as well. It's incredibly moisturizing, hydrating. It's full of wonderful oils and extracts and moisturizing ingredients like allantoin, and oh, there's so many. I'm just looking at the ingredients label right now. There's glycerin. Glycerin is a wonderful humectant. Glycerin helps to hold on to water into skin, just leaving, once again, your skin really nice and hydrated. So I put quite a bit on my hands, and it does not leave a white cast. The difference between a chemical sunscreen and a mineral sunscreen is the mineral will just sit on top of your skin and deflect rays. But once you sweat, which I live in Dubai, there's a lot of sweating that goes on here, and it sweats or melts off your skin's completely exposed. For a chemical sunscreen, it sinks into your skin, and then as your skin absorbs the UVA and UVB rays, a chemical reaction occurs, and the rays just bounce. They are dissipated as heat, so there's no damage to your skin. So I put this on my face, my whole body every single day, and not only is my face protected, but my body, especially my chest, you can see my nice scar from my portacath from the chemotherapy, but everything is just incredibly protected on my body. I do try to reapply it during the day. You're supposed to every 2 hours. I do my best, but you know, I feel that my skin looks pretty good. I mean, I've been through chemotherapy, like I said. I've been through the worst this year, but I've also been living in Dubai in the Middle East for the last 16 years of my life. I'm incredibly fair, and I think my skin looks pretty good. So that is my morning skincare routine, and I have a really fun video that's gotten a lot of views. It's called How I Age Backwards. You could check out that video right here.